going to keep it going just as if I'm in here. Definitely, ask any questions or participate in the chat. Be greatly appreciated. And we're going to keep things going. So today, we're looking at our triangle defense. And what I want to do is recap kind of where we left off the other day. And then we're gonna keep on going, keep on going. Let me share my screen. All right. So you guys should be able to see my screen now. If you can't, give it 2 seconds and we should be there. All right. Now, let's take a look at some things here. So if you remember, we talked about our triangle defense being made up of two components. Number one, a strong area. Ooh, that's a cool little shortcut to sell. That was cool. I never did that before. What I do? So Shift S and Shift probably B. Dope. Shift S and Shift B pull up these shortcuts to, oh, there it is right there. Shortcuts to buying and selling. I didn't know there were shortcuts on here. That's good to know. So we talked about an established trend line, right? Established trend line being one of the things. But even before the established trend line, it's a strong area of supply or demand. I have a wonderful wife, and I remember one day I was talking to her about something that was taking place with with the students, and I said, "Babe, this is kind of what's happening." And she said, "Oh, so they're just out there trading these, right?" And I was like, "That's actually kind of funny." And excuse me, but she was right. And what did she mean when she said trading V's? Well, what would happen is I would see, let's say, someone do this, right? Let's say they went ahead and they decided to do this. And they put a trap on like this. And then they did this, they put their trend line on, and then they pressed sell, right, when the market broke through that trend line. And what happened a lot of times is that the market, instead of doing what we wanted it to do, instead it ended up, coming down and then continuing up. And so this is what we meant by trading V's. Well, if we think about how the triangle works, is the triangle looks like this, right? Now, what she meant by trading V's is what's happening is you'll do your trap and you'll see the CJ come on and you'll do your thing, but you're missing the biggest piece to this. The biggest piece to this is the strong area of supply or demand. It's not the established trend line. It's not the CJ. It's not the impetus break. It is the strong area of supply and demand. And so without that strong area of supply or demand, you end up not getting the best result. So it's really important for us first to understand that we need a strong area of supply or demand. Once you have a strong area of supply or demand, the triangle defense will take care of itself. I promise you, if you are having trouble with our system and you have not yet got to the results that you want to get to, one of the first things you want to check is if you are trading from a strong area of supply or demand. This is one of the main reasons why people struggle with the system. When they struggle, it's because they're missing the most important piece. Go ahead, write in the chat for me. The most important piece to the triangle defense is the strong area of supply or demand. The most important piece to the triangle defense is the strong area of supply or demand. The most important piece of the triangle defense is the strong area of supply or demand. This is the most important piece. So we're not going to be out here just trading V's. Okay. Got to commit to that. I'm not just trading V's out here. I need to have a strong area. And so when you're about to take your trade, make sure the area that you're looking for is strong. Okay. Very, very important. I mentioned in a class earlier today that I was looking to take a buy off of this area, but I happened to not be around when my trade came. Well, what I used was the triangle defense, but what I also had was a strong area. And so I had this marked up as my strong area here. And I was waiting for the market to get there. I hadn't quite got there and it pulled back while I was waiting. But then when that strong area happened, when the market got here, this was where everything worked. This is why it bought up, not because of anything special other than the market finally reached the strong area of supply or demand. And so again, this is typically the first reason why we struggle with our results. Okay. One of the first reasons is not having the strong area of supply or demand. Okay. Very, very important. It's really a three-step process to confirm that price direction has changed. And there's a three-step process that I want to remind you of and introduce to others. Okay. The very first thing that we're trying to accomplish is we're trying to have a respect of horizontal structure. Okay. And that's our baseline. And that's why the strong area supply or demand matters. Eventually, you're going to really begin to understand that the market doesn't care about anything else other than, right, its areas or its levels or its prices. Okay? Doesn't care about our double bottoms, our double tops, doesn't care about our CJ entry, doesn't care about our impetus breaks, doesn't care about head and shoulder patterns, right? Doesn't care about any of those things. Excuse me, consistently, time and time again, all the market shows us is that it cares about its prices. Okay. And so the thing that we're waiting for is for the market to reach a price it cares about. Okay. And when it does, it's going to respect that level. And so it's the respect of a horizontal structure that we're looking for. The next thing that we're looking for is the disrespect of diagonal structure. What is the diagonal structure? Well, the diagonal structure is our trend line right here. So we want to disrespect this diagonal structure. Okay. Disrespect means that we break through it. Okay. Respect is that we don't break through things. So we want to disrespect our diagonal structure. And then we want to do one more thing to confirm that we're done. Disrespect of horizontal structure. Okay. Now let's define this a little bit more. So horizontal structure, this is going to be supply or demand. Okay. This right here is going to be our trend line. Computer, we are waiting for you. There we go. Diagonal structure being our trend line. Okay. And then our horizontal structure, finally, what we call, come on, computer, we are waiting for you. Sorry, my computer's like, Chuck, you're asking for a lot right now. I probably need to stop sharing my screen on the, give me 2 seconds. It doesn't like that I'm doing a screen share. Let's, trying to come off of it. There we go. All right, almost there, guys. Just letting it chill out. I think we're good. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. All right. Disrespect of our horizontal structure being our empathy. Yeah, we're good now. My computer did not like that. Okay, perfect. So what's happening here, impetus, and we're going to get more into impetus later. What an impetus level is it's a structural level, right? It's an important area for us to understand when the market is changing structure. We're going to get into this more, but this is one of the things that you really want to remember. The respect of the horizontal structure, then the disrespect of the diagonal structure, then the disrespect of the horizontal structure is really your formula for understanding when price is changing directions. And again, we'll get into this more as we continue in this series. But for now, that's the formula. So look here. When the market hit here, this is a respect of our horizontal structure, our supply or demand zone, which is our base. Right here, when we broke through here, this is a disrespect of our diagonal structure. And then right here, as we moved up, this is a disrespect of our impetus level. This would be our impetus level right in here. And so this is another horizontal structure that you would like to break. And this lets us know that the market has changed directions. Now, here's the way this works. Once we've identified the beginning of the trend, we need to look for the 20 to cross the 50 in the direction of the trend. Okay. So here's the rule. We want to see one cross of the 20 and 50 in the direction of the cross and no other crosses in the direction of the trend. Sorry, that's direction of the trend, not the cross. Dang, sorry. In the direction of the trend and no other crosses. So let's figure this out. So one cross of the 20 and the 50 in the direction of the trend and no other crosses in the direction of in of the trend. Now, in the direction of the trend. Okay. This is rule number one. So in order to find it, we find the beginning, and now we need the 20 to cross in the direction of the trend. Now, what's the direction of the trend? Well, the trend is going up. Price action is moving up. So that means, if you remember, when markets are bullish, we need the 20 above the 50. When markets are bearish, we need the 20 below. So right here, we can see that the 20 is above the 50. Okay, so that's rule number one. One cross in the direction of the trend and no other crosses. Rule number two,